Hi beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where every week I share with you tips on how to get fit and get paid freelancing. Give a little tap on that subscribe button below to make sure that you stay up to date on when new videos are released each week, and comment below. I love all the comments and will reply to every single one. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 tips that I have for women over 40 to get healthy and stay healthy. But if you haven't yet watched my previous videos, the first video in which I share my story, I give a little bit more background on who I am and what has brought me to where I am today. Teaching women and helping them on their health journey to not only get healthy in a very enjoyable way, but stay healthy, that is my passion. And so today's topic, we're kind of straying from the freelancing business side of things, and today I want to just teach you guys how you as women who are aging into your 40s and even 50s, what you can do to try and stay healthy and combat that slowing metabolism over the years. Is age really just a number? Sadly, it's not. Our bodies do go through so many changes throughout our lives, right? Especially as women. From the time that we get our first period all the way up to menopause, our hormones often dictate how we feel, how we look, how we think, eat, sleep, and the ability to lose weight. And as we approach our 40s and even 50s, this new wave of hormonal shifts begin to happen, making weight loss even more challenging, right? Now, personally, I am 35 at the time of filming this, but I want you guys to know that I'm already starting to feel those signs of aging. My body's feeling a little tighter and achier. It takes me a little longer to warm up before my workouts and get moving. I notice that weight gain is much easier unless I keep my traditional healthy habits in place. And I have been working with women for a decade now, I think. And to be honest, most of the women I work with are older than me. So I typically work with women in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s. So I'm experienced with working with women who are going through these perimenopause and even menopause symptoms and helping them develop healthy habits, a healthy lifestyle change that lasts a lifetime. So as women who are aging and starting to notice this effect and this whole new wave of hormonal shifts happening, you're probably noticing, as I, that your body is starting to slow down a bit, right? Because of these hormonal changes, your metabolic rate has likely been down-regulating or dropping the older that you get. And that is very normal, but there are some things we can do to combat that. There are solutions, you guys. You just need to learn your new body and honor it during this phase of life. Nourishing your body from the inside out with whole, nutrient-dense foods and making daily movement and weight training a priority, those 2 things will allow you to start feeling like yourself again, no matter how old you are. So in today's video, I rounded up my 5 top tips that I have used myself and for the hundreds of women I've helped with health coaching online. The 5 top tips that you can use to navigate this new chapter of your life going into perimenopause or menopause without crash diets or endless amounts of cardio. No thanks. So if you are struggling and you're not feeling like yourself lately, maybe you lack that energy that you once had, then let's chat and figure out the missing piece to your healing. Before we get into those, I want to mention that if you are struggling, you're not really feeling like yourself, you've tried all the things and nothing's working, let's chat, reach out, let's chat and see if there's a way that I think that I could help you on this journey. It's so important that your health really aligns with you and who you are and who you want to be. And I'm the coach that takes the time to get to know you, that takes the time to chat with you and teach you, that is interested in more than just taking your money and providing a program. I'm here to really help you grow and flourish and blossom on this health journey and develop healthy healthy habits that last a lifetime. So reach out if you're someone who needs a little bit more guidance. My Fit by Design one-on-one VIP coaching container may be just what you need to get that completely customized nutrition, training, and mindset program to help you feel like yourself again. All right, here we go with tip number 1, which is to move more. As we age, our lifestyles adapt. With less energy, we tend to protect ourselves more by moving less the older we get. Older women tend to be busier, right? We're raising children or raising dogs, we're at the height of our careers, and it leaves little time for exercise and proper daily movement. So what I recommend is that you begin with small daily modifications, like adding a 15-minute walk after dinner every night to start slow. Skip the elevator at work maybe, park farther away from the grocery store so you have to walk farther. Walk the kids to school instead of dropping them off in the car. Of course, there are a lot of things that you can do, but start small. No need to be like, all right, I don't work out, so all of a sudden I'm gonna start working out for an hour 6 days a week. No. Start with small habits that you can build up from there once you've built up confidence and are capable of sticking to those habits. Now I know all these little daily habits doesn't seem very big right now. It doesn't seem like big enough change, right? But they can add up and they can add more calorie burn by the end of the week. All these little changes you made to move more are going to increase your steps and increase your NEAT, or your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. You're going to just be on your feet more, walking more, fidgeting more, moving more, the more aware and conscious you are of making these movement decisions. So when you add up all these little habit changes that you've made by the end of the week, you're going to place yourself into a larger calorie deficit. So from that calorie perspective, you're going to be lowering your cortisol stress levels, and you're going to have a more active lifestyle than you did before. Let's jump into tip number 2, which is to focus on restful sleep. I know, everyone says it, and I don't want you to just fast forward and skip this section. But sleep is super important for your health routine and for you to start feeling more energized again. And the older we get, the more sleep struggles we tend to have, right? Harder to fall asleep, harder to stay asleep and have good quality sleep. So listen up. Constant lack of good quality sleep is a huge no-no for our hormones. The lack of sleep is going to interfere with your body's ability to properly regulate your hunger hormones. This has been proven in research, which can cause weight gain because we feel hungrier when we get less sleep. This has been proven. The less sleep you get, the hungrier you're going to be the next day. And because you're tired, you're likely going to move less the next day. So your NEAT's going to drop, and maybe your exercise calories burned are going to drop too, right? So it's super important that you prioritize getting at least 7 hours of good quality sleep per night. If you have a hard time falling asleep, maybe have a regular bedtime routine where you're doing some meditation, journaling, positive affirmations, listening to some calm music, taking a hot bath, whatever you need to do to wind down. With the technology aside, focus on you to just calm your mind and your body before laying down. You might also want to pay attention to how your vitamin D levels are. If those are low, maybe spend a little bit more time outdoors in the sun or consider supplementing with vitamin D. Another option is when you are in bed, maybe use some blackout curtains so the room is darker, or turn on a noisemaker like I do and play some white noise or some rain noise, whatever, just to block out all the sounds from the house that kind of creep you out. You're like, oh, what was that little creak? What was that little tap? All right, so it's super important, at least 7 hours of sleep each night. And if you're not getting that, it's time to do a renovation of your sleep routine. Tip number 3 is to get into strength training. I bet you guys could see that one coming, but that is the honest truth. If you can develop a consistent strength training routine, here's what it's going to do. It's going to put more lean muscle mass on your body, which is going to increase your metabolism, which means you're going to burn more calories simply at rest, and that in itself is a game changer. It's especially important for women because as we get older, we can be more prone to developing things like osteoporosis, osteopenia, different arthritis issues, and that comes down to us just not having enough muscular support on our bodies to avoid those age-related things. So if you can build up strength and therefore build up the muscle mass on your body, it's going to better support your body and your bone and joint health. And for us as women, compared to men, we tend to have less natural muscle mass in the first place. So we have to work extra hard to properly build and preserve it. Add weight while you're strength training from week to week and progress things, that's going to be the game changer. That's what's going to help you see the results that you want. You'll be burning more calories, adding more muscle onto your body, improving your metabolism, and improving your overall shape, building up some beautiful curves. So really prioritize strength training. At least 2 to 5 days per week is what I recommend for most women. There's no need to be in the gym for over an hour. You can keep it short and sweet and focus on quality of the workouts, really challenging yourself over quantity. So we've talked about getting in more movement, getting in more sleep, prioritizing strength training. Let's move on to tip number 4, which is to fill up on nutrients. If you have a busy schedule and you're often going through the drive-thru after work or having just a frozen pizza, well, it's time to plan ahead. One of the biggest challenges that I teach my one-on-one clients is how to properly structure their meals and fill their plate with more nutrients that are going to help their body thrive. So when you can fill up on less processed foods, they'll often contain more fiber and more micronutrients to help you feel full longer. All those highly processed packaged foods are often really yummy, right? But they leave you wanting to eat more after because it's just all these extra calories that aren't actually satisfying you, helping you feel satiated. So instead, opt for really healthy whole foods like lean proteins, lean greens, eggs, avocados. More wholesome, nutritious foods are going to help support your hormones, all right? So do this not only for yourself, but also to make those hormones happy, which is super important as we age. Keep in mind that I'm not saying you have to cut out these processed foods. I still enjoy them, but you want to enjoy them just part of the time, having small portions in moderation. So try eating healthy, wholesome foods at least 80% of the time, and then up to 20% of the time maybe can be those treats, foods that you really enjoy, that satisfy you, that allow you to not feel super deprived while dieting. Tip number 5 is to up your protein, ladies. This is the biggest change that I make with most women that come to work with me in Fit Bed Design, is that they're in their 40s, they're in their 50s, and they're eating like 50 grams of protein, and I'm like, what? What? That is not enough protein for your body, especially your body at this age, in which you have these goals to put on muscle, improve your metabolism, and try and defy aging, right? So it is super important to up your protein. No, it is not possible to eat too much protein. Your body can handle it. So the more protein you can eat, the better, because it's going to help you feel full or satiated. It has a higher thermic effect, so it actually takes more calories. You're burning more calories to break down that protein and use it. So it therefore is going to increase your metabolism, all right? So many reasons to eat more protein. And besides those reasons, basically protein is just super essential for maintaining a really healthy, functioning body. It plays a huge role into how you move and how you feel as you age. Protein is actually responsible for the structure of everything in your body, from your hair to your skin to your bones to antibodies in your immune system. So if your diet is lacking in protein, you're going to notice a decline in your muscle tone and overall energy. Your hair and your nails may feel more brittle. You may have a heightened appetite, all of these things. And it's a simple solution to just eat more protein, all right? So instead of prioritizing getting in more carbs because we love carbs, prioritize protein at every single meal. You want to aim for about this amount for most people, 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Of course, if you want a more specific calculation, please reach out. I'm happy to help. But that's the general recommendation for active women. And the older we get, the higher we should go on that general recommended range. If eating more protein sounds scary and daunting and you're like, oh, I just don't think I can eat any more chicken. Well, here's a list of some of my favorite proteins personally. I really love lean meats, beans. I also love fish. I love eating protein bars. I love Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, just reduced fat cheese I get a lot. All of these things are higher in protein. And then personally, I do struggle to get in enough protein through whole foods alone, so I will have 1 to 2 whey protein shakes a day as well. I'm not saying that you have to, but if you struggle also, that might make it much, much easier for you to hit your protein target. And it's so nice, you can just mix up the protein with water, coconut milk, almond milk, peanut butter, blended in the blender with some ice. That's my favorite way to drink them. And they can be super yummy and also help you get in more protein. And if you're vegan or vegetarian, no worries, you can still eat beans, chickpeas, tofu, edamame. There's a lot of different new pastas out that have more protein in them, so the options are endless. We're getting older by the day, that's a fact. But if you can try one of these 5 tips today, and over the next few months begin implementing some of these changes, I guarantee you're going to see some positive results with how your body feels, how your energy is, how your workouts go, and how your physique looks. Some of Forrester's favorite protein is steak, chicken, beef. Oh wait, this isn't a dog video, got it. All right, ladies, let's be honest. I know getting older sucks. Some of us have embraced it, some of us are fighting it, but I just want you to know that you are not alone. Try some of these things out. And if it just seems too overwhelming, too daunting, please reach out. You are never alone. There's always someone that can help you out on this journey, whether it be someone like myself who is a health coach, or maybe reach out to your doctor or go see a dietitian, whoever it is. There's someone out there who can help support you on this journey as you start to notice the older you get, the harder it is to keep your body looking the way you want it to, right? It's harder to lose weight. It's harder to feel good and energized. I get it. I'm feeling it too. Just please know that you're not alone. Once again, if you're feeling like you may want a little bit more assistance, some accountability, someone to guide you on this process, it may be helpful to have a second, objective look from someone on the outside to take a look at your normal daily routine, answer any questions that you have, be your personal hype girl, and fully customize a program for you and your body. So check out Fit by Design. It's my one-on-one VIP health coaching service in which we are not only just doing workouts and nutrition plans, which is flexible dieting and macros, by the way, not meal plans. We're not only doing that, but we're also addressing your mindset, your metabolism, and your soul. Going deeper, getting to know each other deeper so that everything that you do every single day is very mindfully thought out and strategically planned for you and you alone. So comment below if you'd like more info, or you can head to stepdoorworth.com/coaching to learn more about Fit by Design. Ladies, let's fight back on those 30s and 40s and 50s together and get you feeling the best ever. Well, thanks for joining me for today's lesson. If you haven't yet checked out these videos, please do so. I'm sure you're gonna love them. And until then, I will see you guys next week. As always, peace and love.